Hey guys, this is Patrick here, and welcome to Your Guy Patrick. Today I've got 3 terrifying true stories that will make you rethink simple things like walking home alone, stepping outside for a smoke, or even sleeping in your own bed. So, if you have trust issues after this video, I take full responsibility. Now, let's get into it. Alright, our first story takes us back about 15 years ago. Olivia's grandmother, who was still keeping herself busy after her husband passed, would volunteer at the local library. It was winter, the sun was setting early, and she had just wrapped up her shift. Now, like a total champ, she refused a ride home because she wanted to stay in shape. And let's be honest, that's the kind of confidence none of us have when it's freezing outside. The walk home was about a mile through a lightly wooded area in Michigan. She's halfway there when she notices someone behind her. At first, no big deal, but then she realizes this dude is gaining on her. Now, our girl may not be an Olympic sprinter, but she's got street smarts. She keeps moving, and so does he. Soon, he's so close that she can feel his breath. And that's when it happens. A firm hand on her shoulder and a voice that says, "Don't turn around, hand over your purse or I'll cut you." But what this guy didn't know? Olivia's grandma was packing heat. In one smooth motion, she steps forward, turns, and bam! Shoots him in the neck with the .38 revolver she keeps in her purse. The dude spent 5 years in a prison hospital before complications took him out. Olivia's grandma, though, she lived a long life, but up until she passed, she used to say, "I pulled the trigger too soon." Now, if that's not the most badass grandma ever, I don't know who is. Alright, that was wild, but let's keep the terror train rolling with our next story. Trust me, it only gets creepier from here. So next up, we've got Liam, who, when he was about 9 or 10, would always tag along with his older sister when she went outside to smoke. Now, their parents were strict, so she had to take her cigarette breaks outside. Pretty normal, right? Well, not for long. One day, she notices a white SUV at the end of the driveway, just sitting there, windows tinted darker than a villain's soul. You couldn't see inside. It just sat there, watching. The moment she went inside, it drove off, only to park at the nearby grocery store and wait. And it kept happening. Every single time she stepped out for a smoke, an SUV appeared. Now, here's the thing. His sister was no coward. She brushed it off until the SUV kept coming back for months. One night, she had enough. She told Liam to stay put and started walking toward the car. But halfway down the driveway, she felt it. Pure, paralyzing fear. Like her body was screaming at her not to take another step. So she turned and walked back inside. Fast forward to another night, their dad, a sheriff's deputy, was home when the SUV showed up again. Liam ran inside and told his dad, who, being the absolute legend he is, grabbed his gun and stormed down the driveway. Now, he wasn't pointing it, but you better believe he made sure they saw it. The SUV sped off like it just stole something. And the scariest part? The license plate was covered in duct tape. They never saw it again. So, yeah, next time someone tells you you're paranoid, maybe, just maybe, you're actually right. Alright, if that didn't creep you out, this next one, oh man, it's nightmare fuel. This one is straight out of a horror movie. So, Noah was about 5 years old, living with his mom in a small apartment after his parents split up. He had his own room but preferred sleeping in her bed. I mean, we've all done it, right? Nothing weird about that. Until one summer night he wakes up. Something feels off. He sits up and notices their cat sitting in the doorway, staring into his bedroom. Now, that's already creepy. But then, the cat walks into his room and lets out a loud meow. Noah turns to wake his mom, and in the time it takes him to shake her awake, 3, maybe 4 seconds, he looks back at the doorway and there's a man, a shadowy figure, silently walking out of his bedroom. Now, Noah's mom is no joke. In a split second, she picks him up and lets him straight through the screen window. She jumps out right after him, and they start screaming for help. Cops arrive, check the place, no forced entry. Just an unlocked front door. But here's where it gets worse. A week later, Noah's mom is cleaning out the water heater closet when she finds a notebook. Inside, names, weird drawings, a pair of gloves, and gum wrappers. The police suspect the man had been hiding in their apartment, waiting for them to fall asleep. Now, I don't know about you, but if I ever see my cat staring at something that isn't there, I'm burning my entire house down. So, yeah, that's 3 terrifying stories that prove the real world is scarier than any horror movie. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of these spine-chilling tales. Also, let me know in the comments if you've ever had a creepy experience like these. I want to hear your stories. And remember, if something feels off, it probably is. Stay safe and peace out.